I see. Do you copy? Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of New Stranger Things podcast, I See, Do You Copy? The Ithacan's new limited series podcast honoring each season of Stranger Things leading up to season 5. I'm your host, Tamar Wachi, and I'm here with...
Julia.
And Ava. And we're here to recap season 1.
Yes, hooray. I'm so excited.
I love season 1. I think it's like the perfect intro to like the world of Hawkins, the world of the Upside Down. I think it also kickstarts a lot of characters like redemption arcs all the way from like the first episode.
Oh yeah.
Stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. I think season 1, obviously, I feel like a lot of people feel this way. Like it has the nostalgia factor, obviously. It was so new and it was so different. Like it was so unique compared to other things that were coming out at that time. And obviously it has just spiraled and grown into something so popular, so awesome. But season 1 is definitely like holds a special place in my heart, definitely.
I agree. I think a part of why season 1 is just so good is because, like, you start off with these little children, and, like, even before, like, we knew there were other seasons coming out, it's just the fact that you didn't know anything that was happening, like, at all. The other seasons, like, you can kind of guess as you go on, and it becomes easier to guess, but, like, season 1, you literally started off with nothing. Like, you didn't know anything, and I think that's what made it scarier, too. I think season 1's definitely one of the scarier seasons.
Yeah. Sure. Also, just that the actors were just brand new.
Yeah,
actors.
like you didn't know who any of them were.
Exactly.
Besides Winona Ryder, obviously.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
What Stranger Things does really, really well is like having such a good hook in the beginning and having such a good cliffhanger at the end, especially like at the very end, like the finale, like when Will like throws up the slug, you know, like oh, it's still there. Like what's happening
and
is
that's
like
also, like,
gonna continue.
That would have been equally as good as an ending to the show. Like if they didn't get renewed, that's still just like a good ending. Like it works as a cliffhanger and it also works as just like, oh my god, it's still there. Like that's so
Yeah. Transitioning out of there, what are your favorite moments from season 1?
Oh.
I have a list, but like, what about?
all right, we're just watching this, or I was just watching this. Right, it's on my screen right now. The end of season 1, episode 3, like the last, like I'll say the last like 10 minutes. I think that's actually the best ending to like an episode of television like ever. I haven't watched that much television. But I will say I think about this 10 minutes of television quite often. It's the ending when they pull like Will's body out of the quarry, but it's not Will's body, obviously we know. Yeah. But and Mike explodes at all his friends and he runs away, and then and then at the same time, oh my god, what's Winona Ryder? What is her name?
Joyce.
Joyce. Oh my god, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joyce just got like attacked by a Demogorgon coming out of her wall, and she's running down the street, and Jonathan is driving up at her,
that part's
and then
so
he's like stops because she's in the middle of the road, and then they hug, and the police cars go behind them, and they don't even know that they just found Will's body, and like. And then Mike runs home and hugs his mom and just starts crying, and then Jonathan and Joyce are hugging and crying. It's really good.
Okay, can we talk about my goat Hopper?
Yeah.
Can we talk about how in the following episode my goat Hopper went to the morgue and then stabbed and sliced open the fake body of Will Byers?
So disgusting.
Yeah.
And then that scene gave me the chilliest of chills of Chillville.
No.
Like I was, oh my god.
I think that was arguably like one of the scenes that scared me the most when I watched it for the first time.
Yeah.
It was just so gross.
Joyce's determination of knowing that was not her son.
Yep.
And then she asked to see the birthmark on his right hip.
Mm-hmm.
And like they couldn't show that to her.
Yeah.
And it was like
So good.
yeah, and she just knew that wasn't her son.
Yeah.
And Hopper like does not believe her, and then he's like, oh my gosh.
Wait.
And then he goes to the morgue on his own, and then he sneaks in, and then he's like, bah, bah, and it's stuffing, and he's like,
Yep.
and then everything just like shoom, goes in at once. that, oh my God,
That's, like,
Will
a
is
really
still
fun-
alive.
Yeah, that's, like, such a fun moment also because, like, we know that it's not Will.
Yes.
Like, we're like, go, go, go. Like, come on, come on. Like, you have to figure it
That's
out.
why season 1's so good.
Season 1 is
Exactly.
so good.
Exactly. Like,
There was
Everything
so much
pieces
electricity
together so well.
in season 1 that I just think isn't present as much in season 2, 3,
Yeah.
and 4.
And season 1 sets up all the, like, the way that all the, like, following seasons continue with, like, the dual storylines. Like, the Duffer Brothers do such a good job at, like,
Connecting
all the
together.
storylines
Yes.
happening at once and then all of them merging at the end. I feel like season 1 is, like, they play with that a little bit and it works so well. And, like, you can tell that they, like, really leaned into that in the seasons following it.
When 11 is getting chased by the vans and all of them are on bikes and then she makes the van flip.
Yes.
Gosh.
That is like,
One of the
oh
most
my gosh.
iconic
And then the lore about that scene too, because all of the people of the party, like the 4 main characters, they wanted to be like in the scene, like in the actual scene when they did the SFX, but the van, like there was a problem
It, like,
with the
broke.
van
It
and
didn't
it didn't,
work.
instead of flipping, it slid. So literally they would have all like died or been seriously injured if they actually did that. So the Duffer Brothers kind of
didn't
saved their
know that.
lives
I didn't know
because
that.
they did not allow the kids to be on set when that SFX was actually happening. Isn't that wild?
We wouldn't have had a season 5.
We wouldn't have had a season 2. Like,
God.
that's crazy to me.
Crazy.
I
Oh, I didn't know
love
that.
that
That
not
scene
even
is
that
also-
scene,
that's,
just
like,
that
really
shot.
iconic. Yeah,
it's
that
so
shot.
iconic.
So my favorite scene from season 1, I think it's from season 1, I hope it is, the scene where Nancy and Jonathan find, like, a opening in the tree trunk, and Nancy goes in, and, like, they're lost, and, like, he can hear her, but he can't see her, and they're, like, running around. That is my favorite scene. I love it so much, and I don't see enough people talk about it. It's so good.
And she's like, Jonathan!
Wait, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even
Oh my
kidding.
God.
Me and Maddie recreate that scene
It's
consistently.
so
Like, I'll just
good.
start screaming, Nancy!
It's so good. And I like it so much because I think Nancy's storyline is, like, the most underrated
Oh my
one
God,
in season
yeah.
1 because of Barb. Like, we don't talk about Barb's death enough and, like, how that affected Nancy. And, like, she's the only one trying to figure out what happened to Barb. A lot of it's Will focus, which obviously it is. But, like, that grief from Barb, like, transferred over to season 2 and even season 3, even season 4. But, like, we don't see it enough.
Yeah,
And I
it's,
want them to talk about it so much because that's why Nancy did Steve so dirty in season 2. Like,
yeah.
because of Barb.
I feel like it's literally the exact same thing as Mike losing Will in season
Yeah.
1, and they just, like, completely don't even.
They don't talk about
address
it at
it.
all. And I'm like,
Like-
that's such a big part of Nancy's character and why
Yeah.
she does the things she does.
Mhm.
And they don't talk about it.
Yep.
And I think that scene did it so well. And it set up Jonathan and Nancy. And I'm Team Jancy.
I'm also
So,
Team Jancy.
I am also Team Jancy.
Okay.
Like, I love
Wow.
Steve as a separate character, but I don't think, like, you know how in season 4 he did that whole, like, rant in the RV about, I'm going to have 6
Oh,
nuggets
yeah,
and,
yeah.
and we're going to, you know, drive
already
across the
has
country
that.
together, and you're there. And I'm like, Steve.
No, Steve is so
back it
much
up.
more.
Steve is so
than
much more.
being with someone. And I
Yeah.
think they're going to explore that. And I do think Steve is going to die for the party.
I
Because
Steve
that's,
dies.
like, the
You
way
won't
he's
be seeing
describing it
me.
in the van, like,
Well-
he already has all of that.
Also,
Like, those are his
season
kids.
1, they were not going to give him a redemption arc, and everyone
No.
loved Joe Keery so much that they gave him a redemption arc. So
I
they
love
didn't
that
have
piece of
future
lore.
plans for Steve, which I feel like makes it even more likely that they're just going to kill him off, maybe.
course.
They rewrote his entire character because
Yeah.
Joe Keery was just so charismatic on set.
Right.
And I love that. Like,
Yeah.
because, I mean, that just goes to show, I feel like so many people in the film and TV space, like, don't care about the actors. They just care about telling their story. But they completely, like, rewrote a really prominent, well, not prominent then, but wrote Joe Keery into their story to be more prominent. I mean, the same thing happened with Gaten Matarazzo. Like, he auditioned, and they were like, we don't know what character you're going to be yet, but you're going to be in the show.
my- I
and then
didn't know that.
they rewrote his cladocranial dysplasia into it, and that's so important. I love that they did that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that bridges really well into, like, the one staying true to, you know, small town Indiana 80s and not going, like, not fabricating the diversity in the town, because I feel like like there are a lot of white characters in the TV show, but it's small town 80s in Indiana in a rural area. Like I feel like that's completely realistic, but also they take so many opportunities to like include diversity in the show, like with Dustin's cleidocranial dysplasia. I just think that's really important. I love that they did that, and I love that Gaten fought for that to be in the show.
I think that part also, like, the bullying storyline, like, I don't think it would have hit as hard if they didn't do that with Dustin's character, because that was one of the punchlines that the bullies had for him. So I feel like that and, like, the decision to keep Steve in the show, like, the show wouldn't have been the same without those 2 points. And I feel like they just do such a good job at writing the characters. Like, I don't know, like,
Wait,
they're
really
so
at
good.
writing.
They're really
good. With that.
Wait.
Like, they're really
Someone
good.
should tell Netflix.
Okay, who are your favorite characters from season 1?
I'm a big Nancy supporter.
Oh, yeah.
She's a journalist.
She's so
I
awesome.
know, that's my queen.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm also like an older sister, but she is just like an awesome older sister. Like, and just the dynamic between her and Mike is so like well written. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, she's just awesome.
Ava, who's your favorite character?
My favorite character from okay, in general it's Max, but Max isn't in season 1.
Right.
My favorite
You're
character.
giving Max today.
Oh my god, thank you. Wow. My favorite character I think would be Lucas. I think Lucas's reaction to every single situation in season 1 was the most realistic reaction out of all of them. Like, why are we talking to a random bald girl that can't speak in the woods? Like, he was the most realistic, and I just think, how old were they in season 1?
They're like 12.
They're like 12. Of course a 12-year-old's going to be that mean. Like,
Yes.
that it was so realistic, and I was like, this is exactly how, like, a normal kid should act in this situation. And I was like, it was really well done, which is why I liked his character so much.
I also like Lucas. I think my favorite character in season 1 is Dustin. He's just so unapologetically himself, and I love his stupid antenna on his hat that he has for a part of season 1 and a lot of season 2. And I just think that his interactions with a lot of characters, he cares so much about his friends. He cares about, you know, like later, like Susie, and he's like so into the Hawkins Middle School AV Club. Maybe I'm biased because I did
he's a
AV Club in
techie.
high school.
Oh, that's so cute.
But I love Dustin so much. I think he's just like
such a nerd.
he's so unique. He's
the
so
glue.
nerdy.
Like,
yeah, he's so
the glue
glue.
of the friend group. Like,
Such glue of the friend group.
even like, because Mike and Lucas were very split in season
Yeah.
1. They were fighting because Mike wanted to hang out with Eleven and Lucas didn't. He was more focused on Will, and Dustin was the glue that like kept them together, and he's the one that brought them back so that they could find Will. But he's also like, he's that glue like throughout the whole show, and it's gonna be interesting to see what his character like is in season 5, because now he's dealing with Eddie's death.
because we have that scene of him like sobbing into
Yeah,
Steve's,
and we've never
Steve's
seen that
chest.
side of Dustin yet. Like, he's always a cheerful one. He's always the one helping other people. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to the party now that Dustin has his own issues.
Every time I rewatch Stranger Things, like, it is such a clear difference in cinematography, because I also have watched it so many times, and I am a film student, and I love cinematography and, like, want to do that. So, like, looking at the shots, rewatching, like, that's sometimes all I am even looking at and, like, thinking about. And season 1 is just so, like, classic is the only way I can describe it. Like,
good.
season 3, 4, I feel like they have a little bit more, like, almost like fluidity, if that makes sense. Like, and like even color-wise, it seems a little bit more out there. Like, season 1 is like, this is a horror show.
And it's scary. It makes
it's
it
like,
scary.
we're
I
like,
also love
yeah.
the establishment of the aesthetics. in
Yes.
season 1.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's
agree
perfect.
with you.
It
I
sets
feel
up
like
everything.
season 4 and 3, it's something about the colors. Like,
Mhm.
I think they're just so much more saturated,
Yes,
maybe,
yeah.
than season 1 and 2. And I think that's also kind of why I like season 1 and 2 so much, is because, like, it's just the way, it just seems so much more realistic.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this is going to sound so, like, cringe, but I feel like I'm actually, like, in the world with them, like, when
Yeah.
I'm watching it. Like, season 4, like, I can tell, I'm like, okay.
Like, this is a TV show.
This is a TV
Yeah.
show. But season 1, it was, like, it was so mysterious, and it was so spooky, and it was so
Yeah.
good. And same with season 2.
We'll wrap up with season 5 predictions and theories.
Okay, so people think in season 1, very first episode, when Will is, like, riding his little bike on home, and he turns, he sees this figure that jump scares him, basically. It's like lurking. We thought it was a Demogorgon because that's all we knew. But if you look at, like, the silhouette of it, it doesn't look like a Demogorgon. Like, it doesn't have the right head. Its body it doesn't look the same. And it actually looks like Vecna. It looks like his body. He has the normal, like, kind of human head, and he has the really long fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people think that that is actually Vecna that was targeting Will, because when he runs and he hides in the shed from the monster, you see the door unlock. How would a Demogorgon unlock a door? Like, it doesn't do that. It would have just ran through it.
It doesn't have those
It doesn't
powers
have
that
those.
Vecna has. Yeah.
Vecna does. And also, why wouldn't it have just, like, killed Will on the spot? Like, it didn't eat him.
Mm-hmm.
Demogorgons just eat, like, we've seen that a million times throughout the show. Like,
It's
why?
like hunting.
Yeah, like, why didn't it happen to Will?
Yeah.
So that's the theory
So-
that people think.
Another thing, like, in favor of that theory is that Will survives in the Upside Down for the week by singing, "Should I stay or should I go?"
Mhm.
Yeah, and how did Max survive in season 4?
Running
Running
up
up that hill.
Okay.
So we know that music is the only thing that can stop and
Right.
fire. The only
Like,
thing that can
yeah.
stop
Yeah.
Vecna. So that's how Will survive. So that's kind
Why
of a connection
wouldn't
in
a
favor of
Demogorgon,
that
like,
theory.
why would he sing to hide from a Demogorgon?
Right.
That doesn't
Right.
make any sense.
I love
So-
Castle Byers. Sorry, side note.
Oh, so good.
When he destroys Castle Byers
I
in
was like,
season
Will,
2,
stop.
I actually
that was
want
really
to
sad.
cry.
Shayla.
Yeah. I was gonna say, so I don't think it was Vecna. I think it was the Mind Flayer. The night that Will goes missing is the same night that 1 is banished to the Upside Down by 11. And, like, based off of his recap, obviously he might not be telling the truth, but based on his recap and, like, what we visually saw as he was talking about it, he, like, got, like, thrown into the Upside Down for, like, a long time and was, like, being destroyed, basically, by, like, the atmosphere of it. And I don't think that can happen simultaneously of him just happening to also be at Will's house, like, you know, doing that. But I do think that it wasn't a Demogorgon. I think that it was the Mind Flayer. Because I think the Mind Flayer is that overarching villain. Like, I think it's the Mind Flayer, then Vecna.
Death predictions will end here.
They're all
There's gonna be a
goners.
okay.
I think a lot of people are going to die. They haven't killed many people off yet.
they're being
And also-
wusses.
All of the...
They need to kill people. I don't
The
want
Duffer Brothers, Ava wants more death.
I want more death.
I'm gonna
It's
be
so
so sad.
unrealistic that none of them have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I want Max to be the
I'm
one that
gonna
dies.
Ball.
but- I think one of each group is gonna die.
Mm.
I
Of
think
each-
an
like-
older kid's
of,
gonna
like,
die,
yeah.
a parent's gonna die, and a kid's
And-
gonna die.
And then, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I don't know who. I think 11's gonna die. I don't know if she counts.
From
though.
the party, the 4 boys and 11 and Max.
Yeah, like, I would say
I don't think
11.
the party's gonna die.
I think
it's just
Mike's
gonna
going
be
to
11.
die.
Really?
Yeah,
And 11's going
here's
to
the
die.
thing.
I don't know.
I don't think Dustin's gonna die. I don't think Dustin is
No.
gonna be a hero because of Eddie.
If
Do you know
Dustin
what I mean?
dies,
Like,
I'm crying.
I don't think he will.
It doesn't make sense for his character
Yeah,
to die.
I think that Lucas, I think, is safe. Like, I don't know. I feel like
I
Lucas
also
is
don't
safe.
think. I don't think. Not that they're not important, because they obviously are.
Mhm.
I just don't think their death would like.
It wouldn't.
It would have meaning, but it really wouldn't have affect anyone's
Right.
stories.
Unless
that
Yes.
it was sacrificial.
Unless it
Okay,
was, but I
so you
think
remember-
Steve would sacrifice for Dustin.
Okay, remember
Yeah.
in season 3 when they're in the elevator and Dustin and Steve are reaching into that cardboard box of like hyperactive, like
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
blowy uppy fluid,
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Oh,
Dustin's
I
like,
remember.
"If you die, I die," and I'm like, "No," because that's so foreshadowing.
thought about
And
that.
if one of
Because,
them
like-
sacrifice each other, if one of them sacrifice themselves for the other,
I think Dustin's gonna
here.
try, but I
And
think
it's- and then
Steve's
Steve's
gonna be
gonna-
the one, because Steve also said
Yeah.
to like him and Erica, like he was like, if one of you die, like it's on me.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be my fault.
I
And
think
don't
Steve
he's gonna
Steve
learn
doesn't
that.
have anything to lose
That's
aside from
Yes.
them.
character. Like
So
He doesn't have a
doesn't-
good relationship with his
he
parents.
doesn't
He
have
doesn't
a-
have good relationship with his old
Yeah.
other friends.
not for
If-
nothing, he doesn't really have a future.
Yeah.
the
lined
whole
up.
conversation he had with Nancy in the car in season 4, it was foreshadowing his death 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was saying how much he wanted kids. He has kids. Like it's
6
cliche as
little
it is.
nuggets.
All
Elle,
those
Max,
kids,
Dustin, Lucas, Mike, Will, 6.
Yeah.
those are his kids, and he's
Yeah.
gonna die for them. He is.
Yeah.
Oh, I could cry.
Or he's gonna die for Nancy. I hope that's not the case.
Oh, remember when Nancy's like
That
washing her
would be
hands of the
upsetting.
blood in the trailer?
Yeah.
And I'm like, whose blood is
Whose
that?
blood is
Some
that,
people
girl?
say it's
I don't know.
Jonathan. Some people say it's
oh
Karen
my god,
or
I haven't
Holly.
even thought about if Jonathan.
And I'm like, there's
died.
no, I don't think it's Mike's blood, because, like, I don't know. Or Steve's,
I don't think that
or somebody, and I'm like,
I don't think it's gonna be like
it's Holly's.
someone who has died. Like, I don't think it's gonna be someone who has died. I don't think it's gonna be their blood, because that would be insane to put in a trailer.
Oh
Do
my
you know
gosh.
what I mean? I feel like if someone dies,
never know.
I don't know if she's gonna be just like in a bathroom washing her hands.
It's also weird because there's gonna be a huge time jump.
True.
Yeah,
Like we don't.
I don't
know-
understand
I don't know
how
how they're
that
gonna do that,
works.
We'll see.
especially the way season 4 ended. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I trust them. Hope it's good.
Things we're most excited for season 5.
Wow, I'm
I'm
excited for all of it.
I'm excited for what they're gonna do with Max's storyline. Just because, like,
Because she's blind.
she's blind. There's no way she's just like. There's no way she's just gonna lay in a bed the whole season
Oh,
and not
yeah,
do
no.
anything. Like, I think her and Will are gonna have such a big storyline that like is gonna connect somehow, and I think it's gonna be so cool if they do it right. And I'm really excited to see how like Vecna's gonna connect with them. I think that's what I'm most excited about.
I'm excited for all of them to be back together.
Yes!
Because
Oh my
I
God.
also there was a poster or something posted on like a Stranger Things. It was an official poster or something. It's like a teaser. The buyers are staying in the Wheeler's house, so I think that's gonna be such a fun like dynamic. Like they're all just back together in Hawkins, and Hawkins is on fire and ruined, and I'm really excited to see them all together again, because I didn't like that in season 4 when they were apart. It was kind of like,
I'm most excited for Joyce and Hopper's, like,
oh my god,
beginning of
yes!
their love. And
Yeah.
also Elle and Hopper's, like reconnection, and then them
Relationship.
getting
Yeah.
back into the same world, because I could not watch Hopper get abused in Russia. Like,
Oh my
I couldn't
God,
watch
yeah.
that.
I hated that storyline.
But Hopper and Elle, like, coming back together and having that moment was, like, one of the most beautiful moments in season 4. And I'm really excited to see how their dad and daughter relationship moves forward, and how Joyce and Hopper's relationship move forward in season 5.
It would be so great if their town wasn't like destroyed, like, and
Yeah, that'll also be
actively
Like, that'd be so
burning.
great.
Like, how are
they
they
would
just
be in such a
chilling?
good space.
Such a good
if there was
space.
no.
I'm also
Yeah.
curious, like, the time skip. Like, what does that
I
gonna
know.
look like? Because the way season 4 ended, their Hawkins split
It's-
in half.
Yeah.
Like, how are they just
I
going
have a
on
feeling that
about
it's
their
kind of
day?
yeah.
Right? Like,
I have a feeling it's gonna be like it kind of was just like this massive earthquake, and
there
then
was,
it
like,
kind of just, like-
fire.
yeah.
Like,
But I think that's because it was like a
Jason-
giant earthquake. Like,
does that happen?
I don't.
Okay, thank you, Ava and Julia, so much for coming on the podcast. I really love talking about Stranger Things with people that are just as into it as I am. It's so fun. I love it.
Thank you
And
for
we need a
having us.
recap
Yeah.
about season 5.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back.
in January. Let's go.
Thank you guys so much for watching or listening to ICDU Copy, and we'll see you guys next week. Boom.